lack of power. And of their 7, a rookie has 3.
Exactly. They need much better, obviously, power production, but they need some.
At the stop sign, turn left onto
weekend, so maybe that'll pick up a little bit. He can't bat cleanup. I mean, when your cleanup hitter is not batting 200, I don't have it in front of me, but I assume it's not over 200, right? Candelaria, you got that there?
I don't have that.
Okay. That can't happen. I mean, Cabrera, you thought would, be
3/4 of a mile. Turn left onto East 9 Mile
Road.
Road.
4. I mean, because at least he has no power either, but at least he's getting base hits.
Right. Yes.
And maybe you have
of batting average, Candelario is right now at 158.
Akil Badu.
Akil Badu, if we're ranking everybody by batting average on the Detroit Tigers, other than Daz Cameron, who only has 5 at-bats, Akil Badu is dead last with a batting average of 118. And, I mean, this
is not a bold take. He will. I think I said this to Rieger the other day sitting on the press box. Akil Badu will spend some time in Toledo. And that's not necessarily a bad thing. Sometimes guys go down to the minors and get
the confidence back.
Confidence back. Yes, exactly.
And this year, he couldn't last year because of the Rule 5 pick. He had to stay on the roster.
Right, and he played good last year. There was no need to send him down. Derek Hill is now up. So maybe, you're covered defensively at least.
Yeah, well, and obviously everybody's waiting for Riley Green to come back.
Yeah, that's the scope has done nothing, right?
No, the scope is 155.
At the next light, turn left.
And Harold Castro's done well. And I always make fun of we have too many Castros.
Yeah, Harold Castro.
Ferndale.
308.
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
Yep.
He's batting what, about 3?
Miggy is 319.
Yep.
Yeah.
Let's take a peek. I was just going to take a peek.
Turn left onto East 9 Mile
Second right
Road.
now.
Hazel Park.
I would put him first because Dustin Garneau only has 8
All right.
at-bats. Right. But Austin Meadows is leading in the clubhouse with a batting average of triple threes.
Barnhart has been a disappointment so far.
He's been a disappointment at the plate.
He's actually been a disappointment.
He has been.
Go past this light. Then at the next one,
Whether they're running on him or running on the pitchers, he hasn't proven thus far that he's a gold glove catcher. It's early.
But, as we mentioned,
at the light, turn right onto Gresham Avenue.
controlling the tempo of the game, calling pitches for the pitchers, the bullpen has outperformed our expectation. Now, some of that is just simply those guys pitching well. Others, it can be the fact that they've got an experienced guy behind the plate.
Look, it's been 15. I'm not ready to say, they're done or anything like that, because in this division, they're what, like 2.5 games out of first place.
Right, and as we said as well, the month of April was tough. Like they had Chicago, Boston, Chicago White Sox, Boston, Yankees. They should have done better in that series. But they've got the Twins in division. After that, they're on the road for 3 games in LA. And then when they come back home, they've got 2 against Pittsburgh, and now we're starting to get into May, and they've got a 4-game series on the road at Houston. It's a tough road to start the season. So it's 6-9 at the end of April. If they can be scratching and clawing to stay within reaching distance of 500, I think that's my expectations. That's where they should be and where they probably will.
They need to split this road trip. Go 3-3.
That'd be nice.
Just to get back the way they started it and not let this thing snowball. That's what I'm concerned about.
Right.
Is you get back into that hole like last year, not as big, but
yeah. So if
you start fighting that back, because if you get like 7-8 under already here, then the challenge in baseball has always become get back to 500, and it's so hard.
It's very difficult.
They're chasing games.
And look, okay, you see they go 500, great. So instead of 6-9, they'll be 9-12. Okay, but you know what? That keeps you above water a little bit. So basically, if you want to compare to last year, you'd have 12 games to get better than you were last year.
Exactly.
So you can be a little bit better than hopefully you have the same. And then it does ease up a little bit after Houston. You got the A's and the Orioles coming in. And like Oakland's actually, with no payrolls, actually played okay.
I mean, either Badu or Candelario's bat needs to come alive.
Scope would hope both this trip, or 2 of the 3. Yes. That would be a godsend. All right, our telephone number is 248-539-9797. Who is Nasir Cunningham? John will explain. Coming up next, 97.
Hey, you have heard me talking about my bank, Level 1 Bank, and how much I brag about them. And here's why I've been bragging about them. It's because where I have my checking and savings accounts, but more importantly, it's where I've got my home mortgage. And if you're looking to buy a new home, build a new home, or if you're considering refinancing the home you're in, I'm going to recommend Level 1 Bank to you. My mortgage experience with Level 1 Bank was outstanding. Communication with my loan officer was great, both in my initial mortgage as well as my refi. They were patient with me. They were creative in structuring my loan, and the best part was they made sure I was getting the best available rate. Level 1 Bank has earned my trust for all of the reasons I just mentioned. They also provide a wide variety of mortgage programs, something I'm sure will fit you, like first-time home buyer, new construction loans, renovation loans, jumbo loans, doctor loans. They even have a special mortgage program designed for first responders, medical professionals, teachers, and government or nonprofit employees. If you want to learn more, go to level1bank.com or give Dan Irvin a call at 866-707-LOAN. That's 866-707-LOAN. Level 1 Bank is a member of the FDIC and an equal housing lender.
97.1 Flood Tickets. Traffic.
From the WWJ 950 AM Traffic Center, watching here, the intersection of Groesbeck and 12 Mile closed due to a crash. An ongoing investigation. That investigation with police on the scene involves a shooting. Martin, Common, and Hayes can all be used as an alternate, but be advised, these roadways are also seeing delays during this investigation as well. Now, aside from that, slower traffic in the work zone, 96 westbound between Novi and Wixom Roads. Ongoing delays for the long-term work southbound I-75 from Maple to 12 Mile and until 3 p.m. Eastbound I-96 from Beck through 275, a right lane closure. Also, the work continuing here, westbound I-94 at 696, a shoulder closure. I'm Tracy Bethesda with the traffic.
The NBA playoffs are here, and you can make every game feel like Game 7 on FanDuel Sportsbook, an official partner of the NBA. Throughout the playoffs, all customers can place a no-sweat, same-game parlay each week. You'll get up to $20 in free bets if you don't win. FanDuel has so many ways to play, and best of all, when you do win, you get paid fast. Faster than a fast break. New to FanDuel? Just download the FanDuel Sportsbook app and sign up with the promo code Doug. Once again, that's promo code Doug. And if you're new to gambling, one of the things I like about the app is it's easy to navigate. And if you already have an account, you're all set. No sweat. Either way, you get up to $20 in free bets if your same-game parlay during the playoffs doesn't win. FanDuel Sportsbook, the official partner of the NBA. Must be 21 or older and present in Michigan. Refund issued is non-withdrawable. Free bets that expire 7 days after receipt. Maximum free bet $20 per week. Restrictions apply. See full terms at sportsbook.fanduel.com. Gambling problem, call 1-800-270-7117 for confidential help.
The Mother Waddles mission has been helping the poorest of the poor for over 50 years. By donating your car, you can help Mother Waddles continue to help those in need. Mother Waddles will use your generous car donation to help a low-income family with transportation. Just think what a difference your car donation will mean to a needy family who has no car. Your car donation will truly change their life. So avoid the hassle of trying to sell your car and donate it to Mother Waddles. Plus, Mother Waddles takes any car, running or non-running. And remember, when you donate your car to Mother Waddles, you are helping Mother Waddles to feed a hungry person and provide shelter to those in need. So change a life today and call Mother Waddles at 313-WADDLES or simply donate your car online at motherwaddles.org. Mother Waddles, a name you can trust. Call 313-WADDLES. That's 313-WADDLES.
Are you a real estate agent that's never made the money you desire or that's never made 6 figures? What if I guaranteed that you'll make $100,000 your first year, or I'll write you a check for the difference? Hi, I'm Mark Z, and I'm willing to open my entire playbook showing you where to find motivated buyers and sellers and everything I've learned to sell over $1 billion in real estate. Go to joinmarkz.com. That's joinmarkz.com.
At Charmin, we learned you shouldn't talk about going to the bathroom in public. So we decided
decided to sing about it. Charmin Super Mega Roll is 6 regular rolls in one. Enjoy the go with Charmin. Cleaning your fuel system can make your car run better and improve gas mileage. Visit O'Reilly Auto Parts and pick up a bottle of Chevron Techron Fuel System Cleaner and add it to your tank during your next fill-up. On sale now, buy one, get one free at O'Reilly Auto Parts. Stop by and talk to our professional parts people today or visit O'ReillyAuto.com. Auto Parts.
DQ presents. Picture this. You stand before the awe-inspiring new signature stack burger menu at DQ and your mouth wonders, where have you been all my life? That's 5 taste bud tempting cheeseburgers with 100% real seasoned beef. You peek at the loaded A1 stack burger with 2 premium sauces. Then the flamethrower stack burger with tongue-tingling jalapeno bacon. Then you realize moments like these are exactly why we have the DQ signature stack burger menu.
In 1 mile, turn right to merge onto I-94
Get it
West.
delivered at DQ.com.
Hey, ladies and gentlemen, Sarah Whalen Chevrolet wants to let you know that it's truck month, but not for much longer. And if a brand new Silverado is what you're looking for, they have a large variety of Silverados that are ready to test drive and take home today. That's why Sarah Whalen is the #1 volume new Chevy and certified pre-owned dealer in the nation. That's why they put more new Chevys on the road in the whole country than any other Chevy dealer. I went and visited them. Sarah Whalen Chevrolet, 17.5 in Van Dyke and Sterling Heights. Great people, great service department too. Call 800-WHALEN that's 800-WHALEN-1 or go to sarahwhalen.com. Find new roads.
97.1 The Ticket would like to remind you that when you text the ticket, standard text messaging rates apply. Live from the Jamie Samuelson studio, here's Stoney and Jansen.
Now, I haven't seen the audio because I've just seen the closed captioning, but I would suggest somebody downloading, or not even downloading, going to the Los Angeles Rams Twitter account. They've tweeted out a 2.5-minute documentary on the craft. It's pretty good.
Turn right to merge onto I-94 West.
It's such a production, you know, because they talk about picks and lack thereof.
Yeah.
We have. It's called On the Clock. I'm gonna check it. It's pretty damn interesting. All right, John, I asked a question, and you hopefully have the answer.
Yes, the question was, who is Nasir Cunningham?
Nasir Cunningham. He was in the Sharp Happy days. He was Richie's
And he's not related, as far as I know, to Cade.
Okay.
So the long view is he's a prospective recruit for, into the elite of college basketball. He's also, at 16, somebody that the NBA is looking at. So what he has done, and there's a new format for high school for elite prospects in college basketball, or in high school basketball. And what it is, it's a company, Overtime Elite, some know it as OTE, that was started by, now get this, they've got some financial backing, Jeff Bezos, Kevin Durant, and Trae Young. And it is, they're trying to put together an academy-style alternative pathway for elite 16 to 18-year-old prospects to prepare for the NBA. Now, where Nasir Cunningham comes in is this is going into its second year. In the first year, they only paid their athletes. So they received a salary, which would then make them professionals and ineligible to then pursue any type of college career. Nasir is the first to receive a scholarship that will pay for his books, tuition, room and board, but forego any salary, but he can still pursue NIL deals, name, image,
He's a sophomore.
But what he has done is, yes, he has, at 16, they've said he has NBA potential. We've seen a lot of 15, 16-year-olds be really good high school players and then, maybe not develop like they should. He has taken the scholarship and will pursue NIL deals, but will keep his college eligibility, his amateur status, and in 2 years decide, do I want to go and play in the G League, or do I want to go overseas and play in Europe to prepare for the NBA when he is NBA draft eligible? Or he can decide, and he's got offers already from Duke, Kansas, UCLA, LSU, Maryland, Texas Tech, to be the ones of college basketball. But
Michigan State.
I did not see Michigan State or Michigan on that list. And the interesting part is, one, that this even exists. And, you may ask, okay, who do they play? They've been playing academies, but they're also in year 2 targeting games against junior colleges, European clubs, national teams, and possibly the G League, Ignite, and other NBA academies for scheduling opportunities for their season. My question is this good for, it may be good for some, but I think there's a lot of potential pitfalls.
The problem I have, you have to make sure, in my opinion, you have to make sure that
OT.
the kid might not want to go to college.
Right.
He's still in this academy, he's getting some sort of education where when he goes and plays pro ball, he actually knows how to do things like,
Balance a checkbook. Nobody uses a checkbook anymore.
Yes.
But balance your checking account.
yes, know what a mortgage is, know what just do this.
Yeah, but I mean, how many kids coming out of high school know what a mortgage is?
Well, they should.
They should, absolutely. That's
In fact, I think the state of Florida just passed a bill where it's
part of their curriculum.
basic finance, which is
Standard. And so that's kind of where we are right now in terms of names to keep an eye on in the future and the pathways that are ever evolving in this, name, image, and likeness society that we live in.
like I said, I think it's in some ways it's good. NIL is good for some players, like Hunter Dickinson, staying in Michigan.
Yep.
It's good for Michigan. It's good for Hunter Dickinson because of NIL. Now we'll find out about Diabate in Houston. They're going to enter,
But not hire an agent.
Not hire an agent.
And keep their eligibility.
right, and they'll get some NIL money if they do come back. All right, here's Heather.
Well, ESPN's Kirk Herbstreit will not be in Vegas for the NFL draft due to a blood clot. So he announced on Twitter that he will be watching the draft after his doctors found a blood clot in his system, and he's been advised to skip the trip out of an abundance of caution. So he didn't go into a lot of detail about his exact diagnosis, but he did vow to return to his new normal role in 2023.
Yeah, he's got a new role coming up this fall as well.
Yes.
He'll be doing some NFL games. I hope he's safe, he's healthy. Blood clots are scary as hell.
I'm sure they are, and you don't want to fly.
No, you don't want to fly.
I
you
don't
want
know
to
a lot
travel.
about blood clots, but I know you don't want to be traveling.
Could he have done, like Kuiper's not going to be there, so he's going to be on via Zoom, whatever.
Yeah.
You've done that.
Again, that's a decision for his doctor and him to make. But yes, we just wish him the best of luck.
Yes.
For those that will be watching the draft, that's why you won't see Kirk Herbstreit.
Yes. So a man was accidentally shot during a police training exercise in Taylor on Sunday. Apparently an auxiliary officer, they were all going through vehicle takedown training at a park, and one of the officers in training accidentally fired his gun, and the bullet hit a man who was actually role-playing in that scenario. It hit him in the abdomen. The good news is that he is expected to be okay. He's going to be just fine. He was listed in stable condition. But there is an investigation. They're interviewing witnesses, and they're looking into how exactly the gun was accidentally discharged. A Flint woman was arrested after she walked into a restaurant waving a knife and stole their tip jar, all because she wouldn't be given free food.
Why did she expect free food?
It didn't go into a whole lot of detail. That's what I want to know, right? Like, I want to know the situation leading up to the point where she thought, I'm going to whip out a knife, wave it around, and then steal the tip jar. I'm not sure how much was even in the tip jar at all. She has not been identified or charged yet, but the incident is still under investigation. Now, John, this is a story, some news that I think you can probably explain a whole lot better than I can, but it is time to get your fishing gear ready because several season openers are approaching.
They are.
So I know nothing about fishing besides, I mean, I know a little bit, but I don't know much at all.
Opening day, John.
April 30 to Saturday, walleye season will open up on all inland lakes. April 1, you've got to make sure that you have your fishing license because last year's expired on that last day of March.
So you need to renew that every year, your fishing license?
Yes,
Okay.
yes.
Who's going to throw out the first fish? Opening day, Jeff.
Hey, we two are both for baseball opening day.
Yes.
Yes. Hey, folks. Yes. This is our opportunity to do the show from the boat.
See, if we were in Philly, we could do the show from the Fish Town section.
Yep. But yes, so make sure you check rules, regulations, because different species at different times of the year, and this is when it all starts happening. So have a safe boating season, have a safe fishing season, and get out there and take your kids.
Yes, I do agree with that. Finally, you guys, there's a lot of apartments, a lot of rentals that have some rules about pets. There's certain places where you cannot have pets at all. Sometimes you have to pay an extra fee if you're going to have a dog or a cat inside the building. Well, there's one woman who was really fed up with her landlord's pet restrictions that she decided to go to extremes, and she decided to marry her cat.
Oh,
Excuse me?
Yeah, she married her cat so that her landlords and any future landlords would know that they come as a package deal. She is married to her cat, and the cat has to stay with her under any and all circumstances.
Who performs this ceremony?
She had a friend.
Just that.
A friend who I'm guessing is, I don't know, can perform ceremonies, perform the ceremony. Yeah.
How is this?
Is it legal and binding?
I don't know. I mean, it's like those weird stories where people are marrying, like,
Mannequins.
yeah, mannequins, that's the right word, yeah, yes.
Blow-up dolls.
Yeah. You know, it's happened before. Is it really that binding? I have no idea, probably not. But anyway, she is saying it is. She can't live without her cat.
I'm just speechless. First of all, I don't like cats to begin with, let alone I can imagine marrying a cat. Anyway, thank you very much, Heather. Evan will join us at 9:50 before Carson Anderson. He'll tell us what's going on with 97ontheticket.com. Coming up next, this guy was really good last night. Possibly be really good for us.
There's never been a better time to find out why BetMGM is the king of sportsbooks. Download the BetMGM app and place a $10 moneyline wager on any NBA playoff game. If either team hits a three-pointer in the game, you'll win $200 in free bets. Just use bonus code GATOR200 when you make your first bet. Sign up now and discover BetMGM's boosted odds specials, daily promotions, and more. Download the app or go to BetMGM.com and use bonus code GATOR200 to win $200 if either team hits a three in any NBA playoff game. Visit BetMGM.com for terms and conditions. Must be 21 years of age or older to wager. Michigan only. New customer offer. All promotions are subject to qualification and eligibility requirements. Promotion is non-withdrawable free bets or site credit. Free bets expire 7 days from issuance. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-270-7117 for confidential help. This excludes Michigan disassociated persons.
Starting stronger starts at AutoZone. They've got battery solutions for free battery testing, free battery charging, and replacement batteries. That's what makes them America's #1 battery destination. Hi, I'm David Hall. Homeowners call Hall first to unlock the equity in their home with a cash-out refinance. Our speed and service is the very best, and our ability to close your loan in as little as 8 business days is unmatched. Let Michigan's most trusted mortgage company work for you. Call Hall first at
Kevin Durant led him to 39. He showed up. Kyrie had 20. Very uninspiring 20. That whole team is just uninspiring. The whole season.
Then continue on to Telegraph Road.
And Kyrie said, we couldn't get our act together because of a lot of reasons. And didn't want to blame himself.
Well, he said he didn't play well as a team, as well as a team as we wanted to. Well, how are you supposed to develop that team?
Yes. Now, some of it is they couldn't expect because, Durant missed a lot of time with injuries. They did not expect James Harden to basically quit, although they knew his history.
2.7 miles.
They should have known that before, they got him.
Let's call him Jim Harden. I like that story.
Jim Harden. And the whole Ben Simmons thing. It's just like, but Kyrie, look, forgetting about where you stand on the whole vaccination thing. If you're a leader of that team or one of the best players in the league, and you knew the rule, you had to get it done just to be a good teammate, be a leader.
Stay in the left lanes.
For a while, some of that's on the Nets as well because they didn't want to let them play, even on road games for a while. But they were just a discombobulated franchise the whole season. Whether they can get it together again next year, who the hell knows what the roster will look like. I assume Kyrie's going to take his player option and accept it. KD will be there, and Joe Harris coming back from injuries. They got Seth Curry, and who knows about Ben Simmons, but he's going to be there. Or Blake Griffin, who actually played really good defense yesterday. And in the other game, the Dallas Mavericks beat Utah 102-77. Luka with 33, and Brunson 24.
The other guard.
And there's a lot of people who believe that, because he is a free agent, Jalen Brunson will be a great fit for the Detroit Pistons.
As the other guard.
And I agree. And now, will it hamper Cade Cunningham? I don't think so, because everything I'm reading and seeing from people who know more about basketball than I do seem to think the two will play famously together because they're making the assumption, and it's a big assumption, and a comparison of Cade and Luka.
Yeah.
I think they're a little different. I think Luka's got a better outside shot as of now. Now, that can be different. But I definitely think it will space the ball. Now, will Cade have the ball as much if you got somebody like Brunson? No.
Does he need it as much?
No. But he frees him up, and Brunson is a very unselfish player. He's a winner. He won an NCAA championship, as we know pretty well around here, right?
I think one against us.
Yes.
I think he won 2 total.
Yes.
At Villanova.
Yeah.
And his dad gives Jay Wright a lot of credit for developing him and how he handles the media, what he says, what he does, and if you just take out the whole, does he fit with Cade? Because both of them are unselfish players, both of them, and I think this is one of the things we learned about Cade, is willing to do what it takes to win. Sometimes it's score, sometimes it's play the assist, it's defense, it's all of those different things, but it's also a mindset of the task at hand. And Jalen Brunson has been asked about, what are you going to do in this offseason? And his response has always been, as you would expect from a Jay Wright coach guy, my concern is the playoffs. My concern is my team. When that time comes for free agency, I'll answer those questions at that time. I like him as not just a player, but also I like him as a person so far. And that's my exposure to him.
Look, this is year number 4 in the NBA, so he has all the experience from college. He's gotten better each and every year. If you just look by stats,
he's only 25,
and he'll be 26 in August. So yes, he won't be part of the under 25 team that Cade Cunningham is on. But man, somebody like that, bring him here. Plus, you get the number, who knows, 1 through 5 pick. You got a chance.
Yeah,
you got a chance. I'm not saying he's gonna be a superstar, but he could be a star. And you have him, Cunningham, and you hope that you get something for Jeremy Grant.
Go past this light.
And a star in the draft.
Yeah, you have a chance. It's still going to take just because if you would sign Jalen Brunson doesn't mean you're going.
At the light, use the left lane.
Debbie Downer
his
Then
dad
turn
works
right
him and
onto
makes
Goddard Road.
Oh, I know.
He was the favorite.
Oh yeah, I know. And his agent, dad, his agent Sam Rose, I believe is his
Leon
first name.
Rose.
No, his agent is Sam Rose, who is Leon Rose's son.
At the light, turn
Leon
right
Rose
onto
is the
Goddard
next
Road.
president.
Yes.
Then turn right onto
And
Pine
then
Street.
Rick Brunson, Jalen's dad, was good friends with Tom Thibodeau.
Yes.
As well. So that's a lot of things to go up against there in order
Right.
to land him.
Exactly. But, a lot of people have always sit there and said, you know what? The Knicks, they're going to get this guy, they're going to get that, and they get nobody. So, who knows? We'll find out. Maybe the appeal of playing with Cade Cunningham is a lot better than the appeal of playing with, I don't know, Obi Toppin.
At the next light, turn right.
Julius Randle.
Yeah.
Any of those guys.
Or playing in Detroit instead of having to deal with all that goes on in New York.
Mm-hmm. Well, he is a Northeast guy, so I think he can handle it. I mean,
Well, I'm not saying he can't handle it. There's a lot of guys that could go handle it. Maybe he doesn't want to. He understands. He saw what happens, and if you don't play well, what happens if you do play well, and the upside is there as well.
Yeah, I don't want to get everybody's hopes up, but it's a possibility. That's all I'm saying. And there's also somebody else. You know what? You have the sound of this yes. Bill Simmons, his podcast yesterday.
Turn left into the parking lot.
He had a suggestion for a Pistons trade. Listen to this.
Let's say the Pistons call and they say, we'll take Zion off your hands.
You
We'll
entered
have
the
our
parking
first
lot for
pick.
your
We'll give you
destination.
Killian Hayes and Sadiq Bey, and we'll give you a pick
Alright.
swap down the road. Zion and Cade Cunningham, let's go.
That would be interesting too. But
If Zion can get on the court.